Chapter 7, Mishnah 1. A person who hires a worker for a day's labor can set the terms of employment, for example, working hours, wages, etc., as he wishes, as long as the worker agrees to those terms before he begins working. This Mishnah discusses how the terms are decided if nothing is specified when the worker is hired. If someone hires workers without specifying what their work hours will be, and he later tells them to come to work early in the morning or to continue working late at night, if they are in a place where workers are not accustomed to come early or stay late, the employer cannot force them to do so. Since he did not specify the work hours when he hired them, he must follow the local custom and cannot demand that they work longer than what is usual in that place. Other matters that depend on local custom. In a place where employers are accustomed to give their workers food, the employer must give them food. If it is customary to also supply workers with relish to dip their food in, he must supply relish as well. In general, everything that was not specified when the workers were hired must be done according to local custom. The Gemara in page 86a, states that the following clause is missing from the Mishnah and must be inserted. Where it is customary to give workers food, if the employer tells them explicitly that he will give them food, it is assumed that he means to promise them more food than is usually given to workers. Otherwise, there would be no reason for him to promise food, since local custom requires him to give it regardless. The following story illustrates this law. It once happened that Rabbi Yochanan ben Metzia said to his son, "Go out and hire workers for us." The son went and hired workers, and although it was the local custom to provide workers with food, he nevertheless promised explicitly to give them food. When he came back to his father said to him, "My son, even if you will prepare for the workers a meal like the feast of King Solomon in his time, you will not have fulfilled your obligation to them. By promising food, you obligated yourself to give them more than what is usually given to workers. Even if you give them a kingly feast, they could claim that they deserve better. Since they are the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they could claim that they deserve a banquet as lavish as the one served by their forefather Abraham." Rabbi Yochanan illustrated to his son what to tell the workers. Rather, Rabbi Yochanan told his son, before they start work, go out and tell them, "You are being hired on the condition that you have no claim against me for anything other than bread and beans." This way, they will not be able to demand more than this simple meal. A different opinion. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel says, Rabbi Yochanan's son did not have to say anything to clarify the terms of employment, because everything is done according to the local custom. Even though he promised the workers food, he does not have to give them more than what workers are customarily given in that place.